Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about Bunny Brownie 6 or Bunny Brownie 3 or Bunny Brownie 2. There are a bunch of names because she's using the Instagram. Actually, I'm stalking her for a long time ago. Therefore, I'm really similar with her. She is using a name Instagram account address because probably she get banned from the Instagram for many times. The basic reason is she is doing adult content. If you are doing an adult content, it is easy to get banned from the Instagram. That's the reason why some adult content creators choosing to open another account rather than their basic accounts. That's the reason why I also want to get into this kind of industries, but I just checked through these reels and I can understand that I'm just following her from a long time period ago. But this question is different. We need to understand who is the Bunny Brownie. The Bunny Brownie is from Taiwan. Actually, I went to Taiwan, Taipei. I just studied in the Yazhou Daxue. Maybe she can speak in Chinese well, because whenever I'm just checking her Instagram the 3 years before, the 3 years ago, I understood that she was so different from the other content creators. She had a boyfriend and she was just crying on the Twitter. Maybe she was crying on the X. She was telling that my boyfriend left me, and she cried a lot. She cried a lot about this topic. Then she get into this industry. The basic reason for that, she had lost of interest. Nobody interested with her. That's the reason why she get into that industry. Now she's unhappy. I can understand. At the first times, she was so happy for that. But after a while, she also understood that she went to Germany, she went to other countries. But she know what kind of business you do. Like if you're doing an OnlyFans, it is really hard for you just finding a normal relationship. You cannot get into the healthy relationship, It's the basic hard reason. Maybe you want to watch this video, but don't have to worry. Also the Nemo Cho, the best famous woman chess player, also went to this industry and she became rich. If you want to just travel around the world, probably you need to sell yourself, like the prostitution. Am I just defending the prostitution? No. But the one thing is that everybody is against with the prostitution, but even you are against with the prostitution, why you are getting into this industry? Everybody is just doing opposite, but if they get a chance, probably they are coming into this industry. Well, it's so different. But as I mentioned, that sex is really important here. But the one thing, do you want to do sex with someone else for the money? The basic reason you need to understand this answer first. If you want to do sex with someone for the money, it is not very good. For example, if someone just came up, say me, if you do sex with me, I will pay you $1,000 million. Maybe I can be more realistic. If I just sleep with her, if she just offers me $10,000, probably I wouldn't say yes. The basic reason that I need to get into with her, I need to understand with her, I need to get on with her first, rather than the money. But if you're chasing the money, I just saw her ass on Pornhub. Her ass was so big, her tall wasn't so high, She was not very tall, and that's the reason why she was a bit of small. But her looks is very good. She's from Taiwan. She also went to Japan. I know her. She maybe slept with a lot of guys in Japan. Maybe she understands the taste of the cook anymore. I hope she can taste some other cooks as well. But the basic reason is, if you continue this job, probably you will lose your character and you will lose your soul. Probably she have already sold her soul to internet, to Pornhub. So she has no soul anymore. But if you're asking my opinion, if she wants to do sex with me, probably I will say yes. But the one reason is I wouldn't record it. The sex is really, I will understand you. The sex is a part of human life. The sex is really important, but not for a job. If you just if you get money from it, probably you will understand that all the things, your hesitations, all your belongings will be sold to other people. Mostly being prostitutes and working in Roppongi and other red light districts won't help you. I'm just following you for a long time. I'm a good stalker. I also know your story. I have always watching and checking your stories, and you also get banned another Twitter and other accounts as well, like the Bunny Bully. If you are doing an adult content, the mostly you are getting banned. The people just complaining about you. Also, I was checking her stories. The Taiwan government sent a envelope to her, and it was saying that you shouldn't do OnlyFans in Taiwan. But she rejected and she continued to do OnlyFans. She went to Germany because she studied in a Taiwan engineering university, and she was a software engineer, not a software engineer. She's saying like she studied information and technology. She didn't study software engineering. But there is something like the misunderstanding here. You are just, I really search your life. I know who you are. I also went to Taiwan. I understand your struggles, the Japan conquered Taiwan, etc. I wish I had the chance to just be with you. I won't say life, everybody just complaining about opposing this industry. But if I have a chance, probably I would do a record movie with her because we want to be honest to you. Like, I'm not going to just reject you, and I'm not going to just criticize you. But the one thing is true, you can get the virus. And when you say the opposite, if you are just pursuing this industry, there is a 101% guarantee you will get the HIV or STI or STR. That's the reason why you need to be careful about it. And when you say the opposite, is nothing going to change. Like, I really different. But your face is very good. But I will say something. Whenever I'm checking your reels, I understand that you're really ashamed of your life. I can understand why you choose this career. You also didn't want to just choose this career, but you just went through for this money, like the Nemo Cho, best chess player. She also slept with the Indian guys, the Arabic guys, Middle Eastern guys. She is very hot, the representing this China, but she acclaimed herself that I'm Singaporean. Like the other rare little black, she is also from that industry, and she just saying that I'm Thai. She went to Japan, she got bullied in Japan, so she went to this industry, and then she just retired, and she went to Malaysia, and she's praying to Allah anymore, and she's just celebrating the Ramadan. Is she still saying the Ramadan? Ramadan? Swadika, Swadika. It's like, I'm just like really jealous of it. I really like get into, maybe you guys play into temper, but I want to say the truth. Like, it's a global market. I'm living in Turkey, which is a third class country, but if you're asking my opinion, but you don't say, if I had a chance, probably I wouldn't. I'm a man, If you are a man, life is really different, but you need to understand it from the girl's perspective. You want to travel around the world, and you want to fly in other different countries because you have a long life, and there won't be any other life if you are believing God or something else. You wanted to just pursue what you can do in this life. It's understandable. It's very correct. But after you get into the industry, it is really hard to change your life because you cannot out from this industry. The basic reason for that, you have a lot of connections and everybody knows you. And when you just get into another business, probably people are going to notice you and people are going to fire you. And when you say the opposite, being a famous, sometimes good, sometimes bad. If you are doing this job, if you go somewhere very famous in the worldwide, probably people are going to notice you and people won't show you respect. And people start to bullying you at the beach, the prostitute, and it's really, motherfucker, like that. You also get more messages on the DM. Your DM message will be fulfilled with a lot of bad words, a lot of wicked words, and a lot of curse. People are going to curse you on the DMs, and because you are showing your ass, because you have sold yourself to porno. Okay, I won't say a lie because I have also a porno account, but I couldn't find any partner. I'm not defending this job, but the sex is really important. I'm kind of virgin, You guys sometimes criticizing you, all the people are criticizing you, but they are watching the porn, the one thing, like, also the countries are so different. For example, society is different. The shadow economy, like, you are just making a lot of contribution to economy. You shouldn't say the bad things, because you are just contributing government in a different way. But the one thing is expelling, the trauma, because your family probably your parents will going to reject you. If you are doing this industry, your parents, your friends will going to break up with you. You probably understand it, your best friends starting to just stopping the做电话和你，但是你必须不开心，这个的想法不好呀，所以你必须开了你的自的想法。我觉得你是很孤独人，我觉得你很美丽，所以你必须不好这个的工作不好，你必须做这个的工作。你可以听懂我吗？如果你可以听懂我吗？我们可以吃饭和你吃饭。666. Maybe you're just laughing my Chinese, but you can just give a Chinese lessons. You have a chance to be a Chinese teacher rather than just the prostitution. You have a lot of opportunities, You can open the italki. You have still chance. Yeah. Another thing, like, you are just have engineering diploma, but you are just working in a prostitution. This takes is also life, part of a life of human beings. I also want to do sex. It's okay. But I am not preferring to just sell my soul to the internet or porn. It is better. Doing sex is okay, but I wouldn't record it, like, But if I want to say the big words, brother. If just I have just get the chance, probably I can also record it. But I'm a man, if you are just thinking about the man perspective, we can just get up with it. We can understand it, but the girl's perspective is different. For example, all the girls just trying to go this industry, the OnlyFans, even the American girls just trying to start OnlyFans because they don't want to work, and the OnlyFans just offering them a great amount of money, and they can sit, they can show their ass, and they can get the money. It is a very great idea, and you don't have to work about it anymore. It's very good. When I'm just criticizing it, sometimes I also think about it. The reason is, I am working from morning to night. I need to get up early. The time is approximately 11 a.m., 11 p.m. So I'm going to sleep and I will get up early and I'm going to job. But you are not working. Like, you have more freedom. You can travel around the world just with your pussy. What? Can I just travel around the world with my dick? Is there any more logical way? I'm Turkish, brother. Like, even I cannot go to Taiwan, just hang out with you, just stopping with you. Maybe you can just invite me to get into that industry. Just sending me a email. My email address is like maybe Ensari plus Ceylan hotmail.com. Maybe you can send me a mail for this industry. Probably you won't do that, right? If you do that, probably I will say yes. Like, that's right. You can just find my email, like, Let's continue to another thing, like, working in a sex industry, the prostitution, the Amsterdam, Japan, USA, Sweden. If you're a Christian, the taboos, like Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, you cannot just do this industry, because in the Buddhism, the Christianity, and the Islam, it is something like a bad. It's haram. If you are believing in Islam or another, even the Buddhism, even the Shintoism, even the Buddhism, Shintoism, Hinduism, the another religions, it is haram and it is bad. And they are not doing it because you are selling yourself to other people, to your privacy. So you are being regret of it. Mostly you understand that all the porn stars just end up with suicide, or they're ending their lives under the bridge because they are not getting respect by the society. Therefore, it's really hard, being a girlfriend with someone or boyfriend is understandable, but just doing it for the money. The sex is okay. Sex is important in our lives, but doing it for the money is so different. If there's an emotion, okay, you can do sex, but you are doing it for the money. That's the two different things. And even you need to sleep with the older guys, maybe the younger guys, even you don't want it because you are a prostitution anymore. At the first, it can be funny, but if you get into sex addiction, probably your mental is going to be collapse because you will be carrying all the DNAs from the different kind of people. Do you have power for that? You are an engineer, but you cannot just do the engineer job anymore. You cannot come back your engineering job. There are a lot of people, Tory Black, Rael Black, and other people as well from Taiwan. The industry in Taiwan is also different. I'm just following the top models there, and just they are not inviting their celebration. I'm so sad for it. Why are you guys just inviting me because I'm Turkish? Don't you guys like the Middle Eastern people just getting to that industry? I can also just create my porn account, guys. If anyone wants to do sex with me, it's okay. I have a porn account. They can send me job application to there. I also want to be international. But as I mentioned that when you try to open the new accounts on the Instagram or X, probably they are banning you because you are just showing your pussy. It is so bad, The another thing, I want to say it. The globally women judge for selling, men rarely judge for buying. Yeah, generally women judge for selling. Men rarely judge for buying. You have more pressure than the man. If you are a man, it's understandable. But if you are a woman, that's so sad. Probably everybody will going to bad things about you. Can you just get out? Can you beer on it? They will curse you, and you need to understand why they are cursing, and you need to just answer all the bad questions, all the bad words. If you are doing it, probably it is better. If you cannot do it, you fucked up. Another thing, they will say you bitch, the prostitution a lot. If you go to Roppongi, probably everybody will going to know you. If I have a chance to go to Roppongi, it will be better, but do I have money? No, I'm just working from morning to night as an officer in Turkey. That's the reason why I also want to get into that industry, but nobody helping me. If you are very famous, Brownie, you have 300k followers on your Instagram. If you give me a chance, probably we can do a movie with you. The Turkish with Taiwanese, but it will be just I won't say I'm not supporting this industry, but if I have a chance, I won't reject. I'm not supporting. If I have a chance, I won't reject. I need to be honest, brother. I'm watching porn. I want to be honest. Okay. The explanations also the sites, escort applications, the OnlyFans, campsites, Telegram, and the engineer creates tools that enable work society. If you are the system, if you want to work for the society, the engineering job is good. But if you choose the prostitution, life is really sucks for you because you won't get any respect. You have the bad fame, not a good fame. That's the reason why you are just being so bad for it. It is really hard. It is, but they are choosing the sex work. Maybe they are getting the 60,000k in a month. Maybe you are getting the 20,000k in a month. But after the 10 years, after the 5 years, you are just starting to live under the bridge because you are losing everything what you gained before, because you won't understand how the money comes, how the money goes. The easy money finish easily. Because if you choose to make money easily, you will understand that your soul won't be the same as usual, and you will lose your identification, your humanity, your humanity, and also you will lose your personality. Like the example of the Ningen Shikaku from Dazai Osamu, maybe you have read it or you have read it. The Dazai Osamu was mentioned about it, like Ningen Shikaku. あんたの場合はそんなことかもしれませんね。kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Ja, genau. Ich glaube, Sie Deutsch sprechen gender and how? Sorry, my bad for German and Chinese skills because I haven't got anyone for doing the practice. I'm just opening up the Tandem, and also I'm just using the Tinder, just starting just applications. But your life is gonna be sucks the force and choice. You need to understand it. Is it force or choice? If you're just doing it for the money, you fucked up. But if you are doing it for fun, it's okay. The sex should be done for fun, not for the money. Mostly girls just trying to be in prostitution for getting the money easily. But if you are choosing that path, probably you will fucked up. You will lose your identification, and all the time you will just controlled by the companies, and you won't be free. If you wanna be free, you shouldn't choose that. But also I can understand that if you are just living hardships, your inflation, the living conditions, cost of living, if the cost of living is being a skyrocket, probably the girls just jumping that industry. Even they claim the opposite, they are just getting into that industry. Well, I'm not defending it, but the cost of living is getting skyrocketed in worldwide. But I'm just going to job, right? But you won't go to the job tomorrow. Maybe you will be free. You can just go to another countries, another cities. But I will go to my fucking job. You have to just think about the good sides. At least you are not working every day, and you don't have to go to job. You have more freedom. You need to think it twice. Instead of just condemning professions, maybe we should condemn the inequality that makes this profession so far apart. But I think it shouldn't be part of our lives. I want to be a part of these things. This is a very bad. You can get the STI, STR, or other sexual disasters. Therefore, you need to take care of yourself, and just getting the virus is easy. Even you have a HIV vaccine. Mostly you need to get the controls every week or every 2 weeks. Maybe you will be regret of it, because after just doing this job rather than just being an engineer, you cannot come back anymore. There's no turn back. Whenever I'm seeing the like for example Momonogi Kana, the other job actors just became retired. They are not working anymore. But if you are doing this industry, you have 5 years or 10 years and you will be famous. After your fame is gone, after you get older in that industry, probably they will just put into your roof. And they won't open you again. And after you just lose your fame, you will get into the craze and you will go to the suicide. Yeah, you know your life. Before you coming this job, you also know that. Probably you are going to be suicide again, and Bunny Brownie, you are going to do suicide. I understand. I'm so sorry for that, but I can understand it from your eyes. Why the Bunny Brownie will going to suicide, if you're asking my opinion? Whenever I'm just checking her reels, I'm a good stalker. I know all the story. You will be regret of your life and also the Taiwan. So therefore you will be regret on it, and you are going to try, at least you are going to try to suicide attempt, maybe, rather than just committing suicide. I hope you won't do the suicide, because mostly these industry workers end up with the suicide. I think if you can, don't pursue this industry. Just find another industry. You Chinese, German. Maybe you can work in the German, which was the name, like BST or another the German system engineering works. But you are not a software engineer, you are a system engineer. Like, for example, you are just working in information management. You studied information management, not a software engineering. You need to understand it. So thank you for watching me. Now, if you are choosing me, I will prefer the software engineer job, not this prostitution job. It is not that good because you can get the virus and nobody will going to respect you. But we are understanding every hardships. If you are poor and if you don't have anything, we can understand. But even so, this industry is bad at all. Thank you for watching me till now. This industry is really bad. Thank you for watching me till now. See you on the next video. I hope your life will going to be better. Thank you so much.